So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead and let's jump into this next damn reaction, shall we? Casper, shout outs to you, gang. And I'm excited about this one. When the Avengers had a civil war over the Winter Soldier. Ah, man, we're here to do Bucky slander, and I'm all here for it. So without further ado, y'all, you said I wouldn't send no Sonic stuff, I promise. Nah, by all means, send it, bro. Send it. Send it. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump into this next damn reaction.
And then he hits him with a backhand, so Cap like, I'm not gonna fight you. And then he drops his shield, and this nigga tackles him for the third time today and starts wailing on this nigga, literally beating Cap into a pulp with this souped up metal on him. And then something Cap says trigger his memories, but scrap metal comes down and this nigga falls into the water. But we skip and we see Bucky saving his old friend life, and then he just walks away. Y'all been asking for part 2 since I dropped this vid, and it's been 3 months. I know y'all ready to squabble, but we here now. So Bucky is being unthawed because of course they want to turn him into a homicidal murderer again. I'm crying. They be using Bucky like a dot. All they gotta do is say a bunch of random words: blue, green, purple, 17. One DC Mo needs to quit back.
And on top of that too, y'all, I may have to do another reaction after this, because the way how it is, y'all running up this Naruto Unhinged, I may have to go ahead and react to part 2, 3, and beyond, you know?
Basketball, and he be ready to kill anyone. They give him his mission, which is to retrieve the super soldier serum, and man, he did that shit. Coming out of the bushes to catch this car lacking, he rides alongside the car, slashes their tires, which of course makes them eat a tree. The first super soldier drive-by. This nigga is insane. He finds the super soldier serum and brings it back, but it's clear they leaving out some details. Marvel told us to never let them know your next step. That's why they decided to drop straight ass after Endgame. We fast forward to the present, and Cap in the G League of the they decided to drop straight.
I mean, Spider-Man was fire. WandaVision, I'm always gonna fight for WandaVision. That was fire. Loki was fire. What If was fire. You know, Hawkeye was cool. Moon Knight, hated the ending. You know, Black Panther 2, that was obviously the tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, but other than that, everything else is trash.
As after Endgame, we fast forward to the present, and Cap and the G League of the Avengers are looking for Rumlow. Y'all remember the dude that Cap punched and then threw him to an elevator ceiling and then proceeded to drop a building on his face? Yeah, that guy. Cap tells Falcon to scan and tag the garbage truck, so he does, but this one was looking a little different. Yeah, Cap, either Raw Wave is in the back of this truck or it's at max capacity because it's getting used as a battering ram, so they dip out. And we cut over to the other side of town, and they're at the Institute for
Guardian of the Galaxy part Volume 3 was it was okay. It was okay. It was okay. However, I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Thor's movie. You know, Thor had one solid movie, and that was Ragnarok, and everything else was mid.
Infectious disease, otherwise known as Sexy Red Second Home. I know they be in there giving her hygiene suggestions like,
hey, deodorant. Huh. Let's see. Roll on or stick?
I think she should buy both.
Damn.
So bro right here is enjoying his shift, and then he looks to the right, and
oh, great heavens!
The same garbage truck from before comes in dumb fast, so he skedaddles out of there as the truck bulldozes through the front gate as they roll through. But it was clear to me at this moment that they was just a bunch of KD boosters killing regular people trying to do their job. What did I do? Meanwhile, NPC number 1 looks up, probably thinking, it's a bird! It's a plane! But nah, Cap flies down and hits him with a knee drop with the shield. And people will dare try to convince you that Cap doesn't kill. Are we watching?
Who said it is that Captain America doesn't kill? Who said that? Who said that?
In the same movies? Cap kicks the truck at bro, throws the shield at his teammate, got him hitting the stump
the Blade movie and X-Men 97 voted
into a wall. After Cap got done turning bro's intestines into ground beef, he calls up Wanda for the assist, throwing him through the window as he smacks his gun away and rips off the mask. But like Helen Keller, that smell is something he ain't never seen before. So while the smell got him tweaking, Cap kicks him at a wall. Meanwhile, Crossbones is on the other side of the building stealing the biological weapon. Cap starts making his way there, but gets interrupted by one of Rumlow's goons. So of course Cap is like,
I'm gonna do my thing.
Throwing the shield off the ground and then pumping him in the head. Got bro head shaking like a bag of Skittles. So while he dazed, Cap runs in, kicks bro full force into a box. And then look at this.
Jesus Christ.
no amount of armor is saving you from that. Cap gonna have these niggas speaking in hieroglyphics by the end of the night. Cap finally reaches the biological weapon, but like Roddy Rich's music career, it's already gone. So he does what
there is, it is. It ain't a reaction unless it is. We see some Rod Wave slander in some
but
form
no
of way.
League of Legends player has ever done, and goes outside not knowing that this motherfucker Crossbones is on his 5th kill streak as he pulls out the grenade launcher and booms his ass. And realistically, if Cap didn't have that shield, his ass would be bagging groceries at the nearest deli. But Cap is a super soldier. He was in that ice cramped up. He been fiending for the chance to chase after some black people like in the good old days. So when Rumlow and his goons thought they was finna
Wow.
to get away, he catches up to them in 2 milliseconds. But Crossbones, realizing that Cap is a 55 overall, no badges without his shield, throws a bomb at it so he can throw it away. And just like Sketch, Cap takes back shots from Crossbones, sending him flying through a wall. He starts walking down Cap, talking mad shit like,
"Don't act like you want to save black people now. You dropped that building on me just cause I was a little dark."
It's Cap with the right sent him flying, but you can tell he's getting a little too excited. Bro, this isn't your movie. You're a relegated side character. Know your role. He goes to thump out Cap, but he does the only thing Rohan Murphy can do and rolls out the way. Blocks the kick, hits him with the left, and then he starts weaving them bitches like Blueface be doing a beat. Cap hits him with the right, but he eats it straight baby food. Had his head turned like somebody was calling his name. He tries to shake it off, but he was like,
Come on, ass nigga! I'm finna D1 this nigga the fuck up, I swear to God, what's up?
blocks the punch, and Crossbones uses that Rihanna-sized helmet, headbutts, and uppercuts Cap into a wall. And at this point, Cap is getting cooked by a nigga that looks like Lucifer's true form. So he starts to lock in. Cap weaves the left and the right, realizes bro is straight baby food, hits him with a rib shot, rib shot, and it's clear to me bro is just out here doing shit. Cause he hits him with whatever this is, and immediately rushes in. He like,
"This is for dropping a building on my face."
and pulls out the knife. Cap looking worried, but seeing what he was about to do, it was clearly fake. Weaves that move, grabs his arm and then breaks it, elbows him, and then rips his gauntlet off. And then he just throws that shit on the ground, straight up sunning him. He whips out the secondary, but Cap weaves that hole and starts moving like James Harden, hit him with a step back, blocks the punch and gives him a 2-piece, and then finished him off with a spinning roundhouse kick that sent him flying. And then Cap starts walking him down. He takes off the mask, and Cap should have known from the reaction of everybody in the back that this nigga was chopped. Cap walks over to him and he like, Romulo starts to talk to Cap about Bucky, and every time somebody brings up Bucky, Cap be frozen. So he uses this as his chance to take out both of them. As he tries to blow himself up, but Wanda was like, no. Cap done took her under his wing, taught her about the good old days of beating up black people. So she holds the bomb, lifts him up in the air, and booms an entire building full of African people, killing them instantly. I think I'm in love. And yeah, after that, the government got to cooking up the Sokovia Accords, which is supposed to regulate the activities of the Avengers. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm an Iron Man fan to this day. Of course I agree with it. These motherfuckers was out here putting the entire planet in hell. What did y'all expect? But some of these examples was stupid as hell. Bro was blaming New York and Washington DC on the Avengers like it wasn't their fault. But that other stuff, yeah, they did that. So we fast forward to Vienna because that's where they plan to ratify the Accords. So because Wakandans were there when Wanda killed all of the Africans, we get introduced to the King and Prince of Wakanda. But yeah, that shit didn't last long because they set off a big boom, killing King T'Chaka and forcing T'Challa to pick up the mantle of both King and Black Panther. Meanwhile, Cap is a man.
So what you're saying is it was Wanda's fault. What you're saying is this Wanda's fault.
But yeah, that shit didn't last long because they set off a big boom, killing King T'Chaka and forcing T'Challa to pick up the mantle of both King and Black Panther. Meanwhile, Cap is a man on a mission, not even a couple hours after the death of Peggy, and he's all up on her niece. Bro has no shame. But Falcon comes in like, you gotta see this. And it shows that King T'Chaka is dead, and the person that is suspected to have done it is none other than the Winter Soldier. Damn. That nigga crazy. Meanwhile, after the bombing, Natasha is trying to calm down T'Challa, but he vows to kill him. That's that mama mentality. If only DDG would.
Speaking of which, I have to do this because it is Kobe Bryant's birthday. R.I.P. to the GOAT, bro. R.I.P. to the damn GOAT. Man, speaking of Mamba mentality, bro, today's his birthday. Well, technically it was yesterday, but I'm still reacting to it, You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to the GOAT.
We use that same mentality to quit music. We cut back and Sharon brings Cap the location of Bucky's apartment, and he wasted no time popping up there immediately. But he like, damn, this nigga living like a bum. Cap starts rummaging through his stuff, and then Bucky just pops up in the back, while Falcon on the other line giving Cap elite call-outs on where the German special forces are. Bucky tells him that he didn't do it and they setting him up, and that's when they throw 2 flashbang and bust in. Bucky immediately gets on BT, hits bro with the right, and then while he's about to get shot in the back, Cap pulls the rug, making him miss. So Bucky turns around, grabs bro, and throws him. Another soldier tries to come in from the back door, but Cap does the Michael Jackson, pushing the gun down, grabbing it, and Bucky kicks bro hard as fuck. So Cap was like, bro, you gotta chill, you gonna kill somebody. So he throws Cap to the ground, punches it, and then grabs the bag, and he like, I ain't gonna kill no one. And I'll let y'all know right now, that nigga is lying, cause he immediately walks this dude down, grabs his face, and then smashes it into a bench. And bro, you cannot make this shit up. Grabs a cinder block and backhands one of them with it. But the pummeling does not stop there. They shoot his door trying to break in, but he punches bro through the wall, killing him instantly.
God damn.
Does not stop there. They shoot his door trying to break in, but he punches bro through the wall, killing him instantly. And then Bucky starts going crazy, treating these special force agents like baby food, cause he grabs bro that was shooting at him, slams him at the wall, and then picks up the battering ram and backhands bro in the stomach with it, and then hits him in the knee.
These niggas are not normal. We need backup.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Cap jumps down while Bucky out here giving free cases of CTE out, elbowing bro, and throwing this nigga over the railing. He had Cap out here looking at him like,
really, nigga?
And then he elbows the dude behind him. That eye contact was not needed.
This nigga is crazy.
After beating the hell out of some men who were regretting their life choices of becoming police officers, Bucky
What's up,
completes
Joshy?
this Mario ass level and jumps down to go get his back he threw earlier. Bucky starts running away, but T'Challa been waiting all day to get his hands on him. You just know he was up there licking his lips. He drops down from high ground and kicks him and instantly squares up with him. T'Challa gives him a quick 2-piece and weaves the right, blocks the punch and the low, and then goes for a right, and then he hits him with a spinning back kick and
Talk about the coldest.
the right, blocks the punch and the low.
Talk about the coldest entry that I have ever seen in a Marvel movie, bro. Nothing beats it better than seeing T'Challa at, like, you know, just doing the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to do that. But man, RIP and shout out to my nigga Chadwick. I will always go ahead and say that he was so ahead of his time. This man worked until this is the day this he died, bro. He said, that's my boyfriend, not too much. Man, such a phenomenal actor, bro. And just cancer, man. A silent one too, because he didn't tell nobody this that he had cancer. Man, RIP to the GOAT, man. That's literally 2 for 2 in a matter of minutes. It is that I had to drop that bomb on.
And then goes for a right, and then he hits him with a spinning back kick and basically sprints right at him, kneeing him in the chest, sending him back first into a vent. And look at Bucky's face. T'Challa got this man in hell. He ain't never seen a matchup like this. So Cap Bucky dick riding since it started tinkling. So he comes out to the ledge and jumps all the way down. But to my surprise, the army is actually the one who provides a distraction for Bucky, shooting at the black man instead, which of course allows Bucky to grab his bag and get away. But no, T'Challa is on that ass. But where there's Bucky, Cap is not too far behind. They all jump down and start running, but Cap in the back trailing. That old age is clearly catching up to bro. So he like, fuck it, jumps on the cop car and does a GTA stealing car animation on bro. So T'Challa was like,
That's a great idea.
jumps on that hoe too. Hey, why put in work when you can have somebody do it for you? Drake and his Ghost Riders know what I'm talking about. We cut back to Bucky, and because they trying to trap him, he runs into oncoming traffic and steals a motorcycle mid-air. And T'Challa could smell his chance, jumps off the car onto Bucky but gets choked. He flips off the ground, recovers but gets kicked off. But Cap had called Falcon earlier, so T'Challa like, fuck it, pops a ride on his back. And this shit is so disrespectful because he climbs on top of Falcon's back. But we cut back to Bucky and he throws a nade at the ceiling, blowing it up, and you just know he thought he got away. But T'Challa comes in with the cleanest play, flashes Bucky's tire, making him fall. And while they rolling, T'Challa gets up about to pack up Bucky, but here go the throw go. Cap runs in, tackles T'Challa as they all get surrounded by the police. And Stephen Hawking Jr. comes out the sky and he's like,
Stand down now.
Stephen Hawking Jr. You're not shit for throwing that stray in there. You're not.
Man, shut your bitch.
as they all get captured. So we cut back to earlier that day when Baron Zemo killed the man guarding the Winter Soldier book and then proceeded to kill the man that was supposed to be conducting Bucky's interview. Now that's efficiency. Disney kids need to take some notes. The only thing they do efficiently is crack and domestic violence. But we skip back to the present. Some notes. The only thing they do efficiently is crack and domestic.
Damn, shorty. Damn, I'm already seeing a stray with your name associated with it. Fuck.
Violence. But we skip back to the present and Zemo's getting a package delivered nearby. And in this case, it's an EMP that knocks out all the lighting, including the compound they're in. So Zemo starts circling around Bucky, reciting the words to turn him into a maniac again. But he just wants to know about a certain mission, December 16th, 1991. And that's when Cap comes in, goes to press Zemo, but Bucky pops out on Sam, immediately going after the black man. I see what type of moves Cap and Bucky was making back in the day. Sam pushes him, gets hit in the stomach, grabbed by the face and thrown at a cage, and instantly goes to punch Cap, missing and then getting rocked. Bucky weaves and then kicks Cap, and then he starts walking him down, throwing haymakers at him until he punches the elevator, overpowers Cap, and then throws him down the elevator shaft. Meanwhile, Bucky already making his way in the lobby. He out here moving like Bruce Drop him off bipolar-esque because he wants to start beef with everybody, running around causing mayhem. Iron Man trying to catch Bucky off guard, hits him with a shockwave, got him dazed, and then flashbangs him, runs in, grabs his arm trying to disarm him, catches the bullet, takes off the
Hey, listen, Robert Downey Jr. is the realest nigga to do it. Come on now. My man's he didn't even have his suit on. He only had the thing for his hand right here. Right here, it was still able to tackle him on, bro.
and backhands him with it, but like KD's barber, he was not prepared for this moment. Elbows Tony and punches him in the dick. And this is what's wrong with bro. First Cap, now Tony, he has no shame. And that's why he starts moving like Chris Brown. Catches Sharon kick and throws her ass onto a table. And then Black Widow comes in for the ISO, doing the only move she knows how, the Rey Mysterio. He starts taking the hits from high ground until he slams her on her back and
You wish that was you, huh? Don't you buff yet?
but he's choking her with that metal arm too. This is overkill. And then she was like, and I just know Bucky was thinking to himself,
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
and then T'Challa appears, kicking him in the back to keep Black Widow from sounding like Mute Spitter. T'Challa hits him with the two-piece, but Bucky weaves the third and starts going on the offensive, going for a backhand, but T'Challa moving like Muhammad Ali in the corner, back up into the stance, hits him with the right, got him looking up at the ceiling, giving us an exact description of what the ceiling looks like he an interior designer. But Bucky blocks two punches and sits his ass right down and starts walking off immediately. This is sick work. Getting impressed by a senior citizen is crazy, and that's why T'Challa starts moving, catching up to bro in 0.5 seconds, hitting him with a double kick into a spinning back kick, but they all getting caught. T'Challa throws him downstairs and they get to boxing again. Bucky blocks the hit and hits him with the right, but T'Challa hits him with the right, got him looking up at the ceiling, counting tiles again like purple, 37, falafel, SCTE kicking his ass. T'Challa spins around and hits him with a kick into the wall and he falls down. But when he goes down there, this nigga is gone. The way these super soldiers be moving, they gotta be Saiyans. Bro, even the gods don't be acting like this. Look at Loki, for example.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
That was the only time where it is that Hulk actually did something that I actually applauded for. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for Hulk slander. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna go ahead and do that. But this scene was hilarious. This was a fire scene. And he goes, puny human. Afterwards,
Puny god.
He is
puny
trash.
god, my fault.
And then he just spawns at the helipad, ready to get the hell up out of there. But before that can happen, Cap comes through, and he is moving, racing over to the helicopter and grabbing it down. Cap constantly going through all these lists over a person that hates him. That is nasty work. It's that dating Lori Harvey. I'm here for a good time, not a long time type beat. Bucky trying to get away, but that super soldier serum putting in overtime as Cap is holding the helicopter from flying away. Y'all know I'm an Iron Man fan till I die. I was on Tony's side the entire time. So when this happened, I was like,
That crossover was mean as hell. Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
Cap starts pulling him closer, so Bucky decides with his 2 brain cells,
This nigga gonna die.
crashing into him, clearly trying to decapitate and kill him. But Cap is like, I can save him. And this is a Captain America movie. It was bound to happen. Bucky chokes Cap and brings him down with him into the water. But like the Bucky dick rider he is, he ends up saving him. And after this, Cap and Iron Man started drafting. Tony was out here moving like a cop.
He said, so being in your 20s is considered unk and auntie status? Man, The younger generation, I can't wait for you for when it is y'all hit 40. And yeah, y'all remember the stuff it is that y'all say is a little bit onto the foolish side. Cause listen, y'all trying to grow up a little too quickly for my people within the younger generation. Y'all trying to grow up a little too fast. Because when it's a person that's like me, when I start hitting it within my 40s, because I'm 32 now and I don't even look my age. When I start getting within my 40s, my 50s, and I'm shitting on y'all because of the fact it is that like y'all are way younger than me, but y'all look way older in the face. I'm gonna start calling y'all unks and aunties at that point, because at this rate, it's just like shit. Life hits you harder before it is I can even say anything.
College coach recruiting kids at the ripe age of 10. But Cap, on the other hand, is recruiting a 40-year-old man that likes to shrink. I guess he said we didn't come here to play fair, and then they link up finally to run the fade. Tony pulls up on Cap while he's trying to run away, and he's like, you really thought he was finna run away? Ain't that crazy? Yeah, he pussy. You ain't gonna be able to run in about 20 minutes. And then Black Panther pulls up out here doing his superhero entrance.
Captain.
Your Highness.
I know it took everything in his being to call a black man your highness, because Steve is 100% racist. I'm tired of this.
You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this.
Superhero entrance.
Captain.
Your Highness.
I know it took everything in his being to call a black man your highness, because Steve is 100% racist. I'm tired of this. Take his shit, little bro, as he gets webbed up by Spider-Man and gets his shield robbed in broad daylight. But Cap chilling because Falcon and his air telling him that they found the Quinjet. So Cap signals to Hawkeye to cut him loose, so he does. And Iron Man does what No Neck Jay wishes he could do, turn it around and putting on his shiesty immediately. Danger lurks at every corner. He not trying to get snuck by a low-level KD booster. Cap tells Ant-Man to go big or go his bum ass home, back to hiding his cheeks from booty collectors. So from the fear of becoming like Tom Dubois, he goes big, kicking the shit out of Spider-Man and getting in Cap's good graces by giving him his shield back. This little nigga Spidey Sense trash. Cap instinctively goes after the black man, throwing his shield at T'Challa's back and then jumping on his back and throwing him, calling the first ISO of the day. Black Panther hits him with a 3-piece that gets blocked. Cap will be damned if he lets a black person touch him. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is ready to take on both the Winter Soldier and Falcon. He swings in, kicking Falcon across the room and immediately turns his attention to the Winter Soldier, blocking his punch with ease and then twisting his shit like the top of a jar. And he like, you have a metal arm? That's so cool. Niggas getting cooked by a freshman in high school. This is nasty work. Falcon tackles Spider-Man and they start fighting mid-air until he swings away, and Bucky, who is supposed to be an elite mercenary, and Falcon, who is supposed to take over Captain America's mantle, are getting cooked by a 14-year-old. Hey, chill, that nigga's a diversity. Spider-Man dodges the nade while Falcon is using that run into its full ability. But while he was up there, his Spidey senses started tingling as he weaves in perfect timing.
Hey, buddy, I think you lost this.
Damn.
We got a 14-year-old pressing senior citizens. These young niggas are crazy. Falcon comes from behind and drop kicks Spider-Man, but he swings up out of there. And before Falcon is about to run away again, webs up his thruster, sending him crashing down. He is trash. This is not my Captain America. And while Falcon is trying to run away again, Spider-Man webs him up easily and starts talking mad shit to him. Hey, I heard you and Cap be doing slave role playing. Oh, you got jokes? How old are you? 14. And then he swing down, kicks Falcon and Bucky, and then webs them both up. And then he spawns up the high ground talking shit again. Look, I would love to stay here and chat all day, but I got a 2-man lined up later, so I'm sorry. Damn, we just got dropped off by a middle schooler. We cut back to Iron Man.
God.
He got Wanda and Hawkeye in a frenzy, shooting about 14 missiles at them, and they don't know where to go. And this is why I know he wasn't lying when he told Natasha he was taking it easy on them, because if Stevie Wonder isn't in that suit, ain't no reason you should be missing this bad. But after that poor display of aim, we cut to Cap, and of course he is fighting the only 2 black people on Iron Man's team. Cap starts putting the moves on him, weaving every attack he throws.
The only 2 black men that's on Iron Man's team. Hey, listen, I'm calling Robert Downey Jr. black, bro. He sat there and he did a black role, so I'm calling him black too. Damn it, classified as 3.
and then blocks the heavy while War Machine in the back licking his lips. Why? I do not know. Cause in about 5 minutes, he gonna be in AA meetings telling stories about how he was the fastest runner in middle school, right alongside Stephen Hawking and Christopher Reeves. Pulls out the police brutality sticks. Black Panther hits Cap with a flying kick, and then War Machine jumps in the air like he LeBron. Goes to hit Cap, but he blocks it with that OP ass shield. War Machine rushes in like an idiot and gets kicked in the back of the head. And it's not even a full 2 seconds until he turns his attention right to Black Panther, weaving the punch and then kicking the shit out of him out of frame. We cut back to Iron Man as he's pressing Wanda and Hawkeye. Told her, you should leave Vision, come get you a real man. Yeah, you have a better chance of getting people to rewatch Thor 2. Ain't chill on my nigga Thor, that shit is deep. Hawkeye starts moving different.
Hey, man, like I said, I am a Marvel fan, bro. I'm going to be a Marvel fan till the day I die. And listen, Thor 1 and 2 was garbage, bro. The only Thor movie it is that was solid was Ragnarok. That's it. That's it. That's pathetic, bro. Pathetic. Oh my God.
Different though, and not in a good way, because he shoots 3 arrows and misses. So Tony was like, I see retirement didn't treat you well, but he hit him with that fake out, made you look, as Wanda starts dropping cars right on Tony's head, crushing him in the process. We cut to Cap and Ant-Man, and he tells him to throw the truck at the device, so he throws it, and
Oh, come on!
leading Cap to look at the nigga like this.
Bro, what's wrong with him? Something wrong with this nigga, bro.
Iron Man spins the block after Hawkeye and Wanda had him out there looking like Mojo Jojo. Tells his team he about to switch it up on them. No more Mickey Mouse size wins. This is not the 2020 finals. Team Cap starts moving to the Quinjet in formation, but that's when Vision comes out. Stop these boys dead in their tracks. Hit him with that.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
And they looking up in the sky shook. Vision finally stops giving his exquisite ass speeches he been giving since Ultron. Them shits could turn Rod Wave skinny again, and that's a hard task to accomplish. And that's when both teams face off in the middle. Team Iron Man with War Machine, Spider-Man, Black Widow, Vision, Black Panther, and the GOAT, and then Cap in them. So Falcon asks Cap, what we gonna do, massa? Jump.
Cap in them. But hey, listen, I want this to be very clear. You ain't slick. You looked over at Iron Man because you knew it is that you was gonna betray him. You knew damn well this. You looked over and be like, how much time it is do I have before it is that I start code switching? That's exactly why you did this look here.
Black Panther and the GOAT, and then Cap in them. So Falcon asks Cap, what we gonna do, massa? Jump the black people. As they all charge in, running from slow to fast. Iron Man calls ISO on Cap, going for a punch, but it gets blocked. Weaves the left and eat this right. While Falcon and War Machine in the back flying around doing nothing. Bucky punches Black Panther in the chest, and Cap blocks the knee, eats the right, blocks the left, and backhands Iron Man. And while he's falling back, Hawkeye comes out of nowhere with the assist, shooting him with the arrow, blowing up his chest, sending him flying. Hawkeye coming off retirement, putting in pain. This is what I like to see. Black Widow throws Ant-Man to the ground as Spider-Man starts dodging 70 attacks that Wanda is throwing. And then Black Panther finally gets his matchup that he been thirsting all day over. Cap been protecting Bucky like a damn mother bear, but he can't save him anymore. T'Challa hit him with that.
You're done.
But he starts getting cooked. Hits him with a 2-piece uppercut. Oh nah, this nigga's a demon. T'Challa was out here doing shit like this and gonna say, why did you run? Is this nigga serious? And we cut to Clint and Natasha, and they over here playing. On the Avengers, they are the only true friends, so for them to fight for real, it's like asking R. Kelly to stay away from middle schools. That shit is never gonna happen. Which is why Black Widow flips Clint over and goes for a kick. Wanda picks her ass up and throws her at a trailer, which is why Clint looked over at her like,
Man, you stupid bitch!
you wanna be pissing fire like Magic
Yeah. Oh my God.
Johnson? We cut back to Bucky and Black Panther, and he tells him, I didn't kill your father.
Then why did you run?
He was running from his homie too. Realistically, who isn't running from you? He blocks the punch, spins him on the ground, and hits him with a double leg kick. And I just know T'Challa having a whole tantrum because he goes to finish off Bucky but gets stopped again by Wanda, throwing him so hard into a trailer. And somebody clap it up for Wanda, because without her, this team would be straight mincemeat. Spider-Man starts trying to run ISO on Wanda next, swinging in but gets his web cut by Cap as he calls ISO on a 14-year-old next. What's up, Unc? Unc is right. Where your auntie at, little nigga? Not again. Webbing Cap shield in the leg, treating him like a pancake, flipping him on his back. He pulls in Cap and kicks him in the jaw. Got him laid out like a lawn chair.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cap gets up and immediately goes after his shield. That bitch be calling him like the Goblin Mask be calling Norman. Spider-Man webs out both his arms, but Cap like, weight room, little nigga. Pulling him in mid-spin and throwing him out of frame. We cut to Falcon and Iron Man, and Falcon flying around dodging all of Iron Man's attack. Calls in Hawkeye to get him up off his back, but Clint uses his big think box. Got Iron Man on top of the arrow, shooting him right at Iron Man as the arrow split apart. And Tony, who is clearly turned into a stormtrooper in front of our eyes, allows Ant-Man to get into his suit. We cut back to Cap versus Spider-Man. He shoots the web at the shield, but he been spamming that move all day. Cap is raw weight, body weight years old. This is experience. He only a rook. Cap grabs it, pulls him in, and rocks him with the shield, making him hit a backflip. Spider-Man, not knowing what to do, swings up the high ground, and he like, you ain't shit without this shield. And Cap was like, I bet,
really
let me
ain't.
show you. Spider-Man swings in and shoots at Cap, weaves and kicks him in the stomach right into a pillar. Got him looking like he getting the silliest neck as he just falls down. But Cap got that mama mentality. Job's not finished. Throwing his shield at the same place where a Spider-Man sized dent was placed, making it drop on Peter as they both rep big New York.
Where you from?
Queens?
Brooklyn.
Niggas be fiending for the chance to tell you they got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sized rats. And they
Relax. Casper, I was on your side until it is you said that. Because as somebody it is that's from New York, you know it is. I'm gonna rep my set and my state every single time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. New York does not have the biggest rats. It's DC. It's DC. I will look that up as of right now. I will look that up right now of where it is who got the biggest rats. I promise you, New York is not gonna be number one. It is an infested problem in New York, yes. But is it the only city in the United States that has a rat problem? No. That literally the biggest rats that I ever have seen is in DC. Chicago is another one. For all y'all people that's in Chirac, y'all can't sit there and talk neither. Y'all got some big craters, damn near looking like shadow size up there too. I don't want to hear nothing about that. New York gotta be too? No.
Then Cap just dips out, going to beat up some more black people. We come back to Iron Man being jumped. They was giving us mean foreshadowing. Iron Man weaves the shot from Hawkeye, but he starts realizing that one of his thrusters is offline. And that's because Ant-Man is in there causing mayhem, ripping his shit out. And look at Iron Man, my son straight panicking. But Tony's suit done survived a Russian nigga with whips, a whole entire Chitauri army, Ultron, and more. I don't know, man. I don't think Kai Cenat in a suit is that big of a threat. But Friday starts airing that bitch out. Got Ant-Man looking like he in Vector, but he can't outrun it. Getting blown out of Tony's suit. Ant-Man been getting cooked all day. He hasn't got a win yet until Falcon tells.
Actually, never mind. Oh, rats. Chicago tops as the rattiest city, listed for the 9th consecutive year. Ain't that something? You know? So you got Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, then DC. Which, like I said, like DC is up there when it comes down to the big ass craters. So you know what I'm saying? For all y'all people it is, I was trying to say that New York was number 2. No, it's number 3.
The team, they need a big diversion. Queso can finally relax. Surprisingly,
hey, listen,
we got
not too much because Boston on this list too, gang.
somebody bigger for this job. So Ant-Man was like,
Boston's like 13.
jumping on War Machine's back and turning big, grabbing him out the air, and he up there shaking my son War Machine like a bag of Skittles. Iron Man watching a replay, sick right now. No more diversity hires. As Falcon kicks Iron Man in the back and Ant-Man just throws Rhodey, while Vision in the back just watching. Come to think of it, I haven't seen his ass do nothing since he pulled up. Nigga, you are not MLK, fight. And that's when Spider-Man pulls up, webbing Rhodey and saving him from exploding. Vision finally comes through as Ant-Man kicks a bus into Black Panther and he steps in front of it, splitting it in half. Like LeBron brushing his hair, he wasn't doing shit at first, but now he about to be like Kobe in the fourth.
You know what? You want to know what it is I love to bring up now that I'm really thinking about it? Now, what the fuck was Vision doing this entire time before it is that he helped T'Challa? What was my man? Was my man's just like watching the fight? Did he like pop a squat with everybody else in the theater real quick and be like, "Hey, listen, let the humans fight real quick. I'll pop in and do a little song when it is that I can." Where was Vision at this whole time? it never dawned on me. It is just like, wait, you was a part of that whole thing flying when it is that everybody was running by each other. So where the hell did you go? Did you just like fuck off somewhere? But I got that first seat to the fight. Right, he did, bro. Was he just charging with the this like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he have to like program his shit first before it is that he does another move? What was you doing this justifiable time that you couldn't do anything beforehand? He was conflicted about it. You can't be that conflicted that long to where it is you seeing people getting injured and hurt.
Fourth quarter coming up clutch, cause out of the corner of his eye he spots Cap and Bucky running away, but he's not the only one, cause Black Panther rubbing his hands like Birdman. He been praying for a 1v1. Meanwhile, Tony is still chasing after Falcon because all bro does is run away, and he runs into Ant-Man, picking up an airplane wing and throwing at him, but he dodges out the way in perfect timing. But Tony was like,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Spots Falcon in the distance again as they both fly into each other, and Falcon releases Red Wing, decking him in the face with it, ending that fight quickly. Realizing that like Lizzo at a eating competition, Ant-Man is the biggest threat on the court, they start jumping the hell out of him. Spider-Man flying on War Machine back while he's shooting at him, and then tying him up and kicking him in the jaw as it pins to Hawkeye, starting beef with Black Panther. Hawkeye shoots 2 arrows, missing
rats are still very
completely,
killable.
and decides,
Yeah.
I'ma spam that again. Shoots 2 more, but T'Challa catches them, eats the explosive shit straight baby food, and throws them down as Hawkeye is in the back realizing that this nigga is a threat. But T'Challa spots Bucky and Cap making their way to the Quinjet, but he does not care about his ass anymore, treating him like the regulated side character he is. Whips out the claws, breaking Hawkeye's bow and elbowing him in the mouth. Uses his arm as a launch pad and then kicks him in the throat and runs away. Vision spots them running away too and literally phases through Ant-Man and eviscerates the Watchtower, stopping Cap and Bucky in their track. But Wanda comes in clutch again, stopping the building from falling as they both make their way inside by a literal hair. I know Wanda's back is hurting right now from carrying this fraudulent squad, but when they get inside, Black Widow is there to stop them. Out here treating this bitch like she a real threat. Y'all cannot be serious. But she hits them with that fake out, switching teams like Chris from Mr. Beast, electrocuting Black Panther, betraying
Jesus Christ.
Team Iron Man as Cap and Bucky make their way to the Quinjet, and she just staring Black Panther down. Bitch thinks she out here doing God's work, but he just shrugs it off, uses his 300-inch vertical to jump on a plane as it's taking off. But just as he catches on, the tires roll up and he falls down. And then Black Widow's like,
I said I'd help you find him, not catch him. There's a difference.
Man, girl. This is why it is that I said what it is that I said about you earlier, because you code switch on purpose. You said that's racially motivated.
Rhodey spots the jet leaving, flying after it, and Iron Man starts following right behind him. But Falcon appears right after them, shooting missiles at Rhodey to make them stop. But that's when Rhodey calls out to Vision to make the assist, to turn that Falcon into just another dead bird. But because Vision is too focused on cupcaking with Wanda, he just throws up a shot, missing Falcon and hitting War Machine, turning his suit off immediately. And Rhodey is in the air, free falling hundreds of feet, while Iron Man and Falcon are all racing down to save him. He hits the ground, instantly knocking him out and paralyzing him. And Falcon pulls up to apologize for saving his own life. Me personally, fuck that nigga. If it's me or him, I'm choosing me every time. And then he gets blasted in the chest, making him do a backflip, while Tony is holding Rhodey like... After this, Cap leaves, making his entire team get captured, so Tony goes to where they're being held and asks Falcon to tell him the location of where Cap and Bucky are, and he promises not to start any shit. But some promises are meant to be broken. If you ask Lizzo to stop eating for the sake of global food shortage, you really think she gonna listen? But
Y'all are mean, bro. Y'all are mean.
While Iron Man is leaving the compound, we get one of my favorite suit-ups behind the Infinity War one.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
What I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
Iron Man pulls up on Cap and Bucky, and they was ready to squabble. But to their surprise, Iron Man is actually on their side for now. And this is where they found out Zemo set up the greatest backdoor in history. He tells them,
but one which crumbles from within, that's dead forever.
as Tony starts to realize he knows that road and that date, because that's the exact road and date his parents got took clean up off the map. So y'all remember that first scene where Bucky had taken a super soldier serum to create more winter soldiers? Yeah, well basically he stole that from Tony's father. So we come back to the present and Tony watches as his parents are getting greased by the winter soldier in 4K. So first he walks down his pops, hits him with a two-piece, picks his lifeless body up and puts him in a car as Tony's mother watches, and then he walks over to her side and strangles her to death. And the crazy thing about this is that Cap knew the entire time. That is sick work. You ain't even.
I know y'all within the comments wholeheartedly was trying to be on Captain America's side, and I'm still to this day am Team Iron Man. I'm still to this day Team Iron Man. I don't care what y'all gotta say, but that's just flagrant, bro. And the fact is that you knew and you playing up in my face, somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go. You knew of that. Like, bro, it's one thing to where, especially you playing in my face, trying to be friendly. The last thing it is that I need is you sit there playing around as if like you don't know some vital information it is that's detrimental to me. And you keep that in the tuck, and then I find out you knew? Oh man, yep, you should have been offed.
Like your dad for real. So Iron Man shiesties up, backhands Cap across the room, and instantly turns to Bucky as he ups a fucking Warzone class. But Iron Man shoots that shit out of his hands, instantly calling ISO, grabs his punch. They've been doing Bucky in the worst way. My boy done got turned into the lobby thought, because everybody is getting a turn. As Zemo dips off into the shadows, this nigga is so unserious, but that's dedication and execution. Zemo is a firm believer in that Mamba mentality. Iron Man slaps his hand out the way and chokes him. They've been spamming this move all day. Y'all not tired? He flies him in the air, got his feet dangling, and then slams him on his back, and then stumps on his arm, ready to go for the kill shot. But Cap hits him in the head, saving him from being decapitated, and Cap runs in, pushing Iron Man back. But he was like, that's cute, watch this. Flies in full force, knocking Cap back down, and then cuffing him. And while he distracted, Bucky sneaks him, hitting him with an uppercut. But this nigga is baby food. Iron Man grabs him again, flies up into the air, and puts him up on a wall. I'm crying, he out here treating Bucky like a damn baby. He tries to blast off Bucky's face, but he grabs his hand, breaking his repulsor, and then grabbing the other hand, redirecting the missile, blowing up the wall. Meanwhile, Cap in the corner, breaking out of the cuffs. He isn't black, he knows he doesn't belong in those, and runs over to Bucky, but he sees that Iron Man has this nigga in the sky, beating the shit out of him, but he gets bailed out once again. The scaffolding comes down, separating Iron Man and Bucky, and eventually landing on Tony, crushing him for the second time today. I know Tony's sick right now. He probably thinking,
Give it to me! Give it to me! Just give it! Damn!
Cap tells Bucky to run away, and bro wasted no time, but he's just like Polo G's career, can't let him get too far, cause Iron Man pulls up immediately, and Bucky been getting chased all movie. I know he's tired. Iron Man just misses by a hair, and Cap steps in front to call ISO on Iron Man. He flies in the air, flexing on Cap. Tony, it wasn't him. Hydra had control of his mind, but he ain't hearing none of that right now. Flying right.
Some people in my comments try to say that too. They're just like, oh, but Ari, he was under mind control. It wasn't his fault. Man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. None of that. Mind control, no mind control. You still on the camera and it still shows you Bucky. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know? But I do kind of feel bad for Bucky, because he, like, man, they was lab experimenting on him so badly, bro. But hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You did what it is that you did. Now you gotta reap what it is yourself.
They passed him, but Cap grabs his leg and hits the thruster with the two-piece, breaking it. So like the Queen, he can't fly up correctly now. And then he turns around and looks at Cap like,
Was dick riding all you do?
And uses his laser to block off Cap. He spots Bucky trying to run, and even with the broken thruster, still tries to fly up, eventually making it to him and kicking him off the platform, and goes for the kill shot. But here we go again with Cap, doing this extra ass backflip and blocking a blast and ricocheting it back to him. And I just know Tony and Black Panther been getting pissed off all day. They came so close just to come up so short every time. Iron Man falls, and to keep Iron Man away from his boyfriend, he jumps in the air, grapples his neck, and drags him down with him, hitting him not once but twice on 2 forward. This amount of glaze needs to be studied. There is no way he's doing all of this for Bucky. Tony looks up and sees that Bucky is just about to leave, so Cap throws his shield, but Tony blasts that shit away. And look at Cap's face. You know he's sick. Bro is nothing without that shield. Iron Man's screen is glitching, so he can't get an accurate shot, probably because my son been getting jumped all day. So he turns into confetti wop and eyeballs it and shoots a perfect shot to block Bucky in, making him fall. And now he realizes he's locked in with a demon. Iron Man flies up, but Bucky has a metal pipe in hand, hitting Iron Man in the head with it, got him turned around like he taking a knee. Weaves the backhand and goes for a hit, but Iron Man catches that shit. And look at the eye contact.
I'm in danger.
Tony throws it down and instantly starts choking him and whispered in his ear, "This is for my parents," as he flies off ready to do irreparable damage. But you can never guess who stops him again. Cap-Ass jumps in and tackles him, making them all fall into new territory. Iron Man and Cap gets up while Bucky chilling at the top. Mans ain't been putting in no work, out here putting up Tony Snell numbers. You're weighing down the team. Chill, Tony. It wasn't him. I don't care.
He killed my
He
parents.
choked my mom. Like, damn, Tony out here saying fuck my dad. He probably somewhere in hell spectating like,
What he say fuck me for?
Iron Man jumps in, tries to hit Cap with the right, but he weaves it and hits Tony right back. He hits him with the left and Cap counters, and he jumps on his back and tries to choke out a nigga in a metal suit. Him and Floyd Mayweather clearly have the same teacher. Iron Man uses his repulsor, flipping Cap, laying him out like a mattress, and then goes for a left. And while Tony is beating the shit out of him, Bucky starts looking at the shield like SpongeBob be looking at Old Reliable, because he knows without it, Cap is gonna get cooked. Bucky jumps in from the top rope, decking Iron Man in the back and blocks the repulsor blast. And then this is where my boy starts getting jumped because his parents got murdered by Bucky. This is sick work. Iron Man starts cooking him though, blasting Cap away into a wall and then calling ice on Bucky, hitting him with the left, right, block as he goes to blast him, but Bucky grabs his arm, twisting it, and then hits him in the chest. Bucky presses him against the wall, got his hand on his head, and then tries ripping out his arc reactor. And I'm sure he doesn't know that Iron Man doesn't need this to survive anymore. He was 100% trying to kill this man.
Exactly. Like, that man was real. Like, look at this. He was really trying to off him because you offed his parents. And then the people in the comments want to sit there and say this, that I'm wrong for being team Iron Man. Captain America, you. Okay? And Bucky, you too. Because y'all know what it is that y'all did. That's crazy. I'm team Iron Man to this day.
He uses his arc reactor to blast off his arm. Got him looking at his arm like,
Oh no, this can't be.
And then shoots him in the back. Cat watching in the background cannot stand for any of this. Rushes in, and that's when we get one of the cleanest scenes in all of cinema.
This shit means something to me, man.
Cap gets Iron Man on the ropes, and as he's wailing on him, Friday is telling him that he cannot fuck with Cap hand to hand. So Tony tells her to scan his fight pattern, and man, she did that shit. Read his ass like a book, grabs his shield, and he like, "Mommy, watch me cook this nigga." Blasts Cap's shield away, and look at Cap. He's nothing without that bitch. Iron Man blocks the punch, spins around, and blasts him across the room. And Tony is not playing today. Flying in, but Cap weaves both hits. Iron Man uses the thruster, elbowing Cap, and then hitting him with the uppercut and blasting him, holding him like a chair. Got him in that Fire Lord Ozai position. I thought we was homies. We had a two-man lined up. Me and Bucky like our women. Oh, nigga, fuck Peggy. Hitting Cap with a knee right and a left. And while Cap is on all fours, coughing like he front row at a Sexy Red concert, he grabs Cap and throws him at a wall. Tony tells Cap to stay down, but he hits his infamous saying,
I could do this all day.
and Iron Man goes to finish him off, but Bucky grabs his leg and he turned around like somebody dirtied them big ass metal boots and kicks him in the mouth. And Cap uses this as his chance to beat the shit out of him again, grabbing Iron Man, picking him up and slamming him down. But he said,
"Nah, that's not enough."
Start beating the absolute shit out of him, and he really said,
"Nah, that's not enough."
Picking up the shield, hitting Iron Man twice with it, and loads up the finisher, breaking Iron Man's arc reactor, ending the fight as he dips off, leaving holding hands with his boyfriend.
Just crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, man. And there was people in the comments really strong arming me, saying that this, but no, Ari, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't Bucky's fault. He was in my control. Nah. Shit is crazy. Y'all did Iron Man dirty, but it's okay though, because you wanna know something? Iron Man, aka Robert Downey Jr., is still once again running the MCU universe. I say this one for the end. You know it's bad when it is that they have to go ahead and call back up the GOAT of all goats, the one it is that has been carrying this on his back since 2008. Be like, hey, listen, we got another role for you. This, and this, blase, and then we gonna get that. So you know what I'm saying? This shit means something to me. That's my GOAT. You know what I mean? But Casper, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Love talking about Marvel Universe stuff. Look, as you can see, a little nerdy girl. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. I can't wait for Doom neither. Shout outs to you at home. I cannot wait to see what y'all comments is gonna be like, because I know y'all gonna chew me up for being Team Iron Man. So it's okay. I will catch y'all in the next video.